Hello world, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to learn how to make millet and guinea corn pap. So right here in my hand I have the millet seeds and the guinea corn seeds. So for the one looking brownish, reddish brown, that's the guinea corn, and the millet is the other one that looks whitish. So now the next thing you're going to do is to add water into the millet and guinea corn mix because we want to wash the dirt out of it. So now just watch the process because it's very important, because this millet and guinea corn, it usually comes with lots of sand and stone. So we're going to sieve out the chaff, because once you add water to this millet and guinea corn mix, the chaff will settle on top just the way you're seeing right now. So you're going to sieve out that chaff. You do that for about 3 times or more, depending on how dirty yours is, until you see the top a bit clear. So just watch the process. Okay, so I can see that it's a bit clear. So next thing we'll do now is to sieve out the guinea corn and millet mix from one bucket to another. And why we do this is so that the stone and sand will settle at the bottom, because we just sieved out the chaff from the top. We're not removing the guinea corn and millet, so that way the sand and stones would still be at the bottom of the bucket or bowl. And if you go to grind like that, you would have presence of sand in your pap. So it's very important you do this. So now I'm done sieving. I sieved up to 4 times, and this is the sediments, the sand I was talking about. You see it's mixed with some millet and you can see the sand. Just imagine grinding this and eating all this. So you're going to repeat that process for like 3-4 times until you get minimal sand. Maybe you can't even see any sand. So at each point when you have that sand, please pour the little millet and guinea corn. It's not going to add to the quantity you will get. Pour it and the sand away. So after that, you see how clear the top of the water is. Now you're just going to soak it for like 4-5 hours. Then you go to grind. So this is what I have after grinding. The next thing we do is to sieve out the pap, and then you'll be left with the chaff. So just follow the process. This is the sieving process. Now we just add water to the grinded millet and guinea corn, and you do it until you cannot feel any starch coming out from the mix anymore, until you're left with the chaff. So just the way I'm doing it now. So if you're new to my channel, please kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell on, so that anytime I upload a video you would get notified. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Yes, please share this video, save it, like, comment, ask any questions you want to ask, and I would answer regarding this millet and guinea corn akamo pap. So millet and guinea corn is good for children. It's good for your babies from 6 months and above. Anything pap anyway adds to the body weight of your babies, and this one especially helps them look chubby. And then for adults, it's also good for adults, for your husbands, also for the wife. So all round is a healthy meal for the family. Okay, so this is the chaff. After sieving, this is the chaff that comes out. You're going to do that until you're done with all the grounded millet and guinea corn. So this is what I have after sieving. This is what I have. So you're going to cover that and allow the water separate from the main pap. And once the water is separated, let's say for about 6 to 7 hours, you're going to use your muslin cloth, just like the one I have right now, and you'd pour in the mixture of the settled pap into the muslin cloth so that the water can further separate from the pap, and then you'll be left with partly wet pap, but partly solid wet pap. I hope you understand. I just hope you understand what I'm saying. It's solid, but at the same time still wet. Anyway, you see what I'm talking about. So once you've done this, the next thing to do is to get a rope and then tie the muslin bag just the way I'm doing now. If you follow the process I used in making this pap, you get exactly the same thing, so don't miss any detail. So after tying, we're going to put an object. I usually use a filter, so you can see some water in the bowl already coming out from the muslin cloth. So I put a filter under the bowl, yeah. so that the Muslim cloth will not be touching the water that comes out from it. Then I put a heavy object, so I use a mortar, this small mortar, to put on top it, just to add pressure, like pressing the pap for the water to come out. And you leave it there. You can leave it there overnight or for like 8 hours, and then you'll be left with what I have now. Like I said, it's solid like this, right? But it's not a dry pap, it's also wet, so that's it. So now for commercial purpose, you're going to cut out the pap into the size you want and then package. I would show you how I do mine now. So that spoon is what I use to get out the size and shape of my pap for commercial purpose. And even for the house, I still do this because it's easier to take from the freezer. Like you can just take 1 scoop or 2 scoop depending on how many persons are taking it. So there you go, looks like ice cream, isn't it? Yep. So this is it. Look at how beautiful it is. Oh, reminds me of Cold Stone ice cream. Okay, so now we'll move straight to packaging. So if you're using a plate, however you want to do it, you can package to your desired shape and size. So I use a Ziploc bag just like this, and then put my ice cream scoop pap into the bag, and then I put in the freezer. Once it's frozen, it takes this shape, like it doesn't scatter or mix with themselves. And when you want to prepare it, you just bring it out. Say you want to take the pap in the morning, bring it out at night so that in the morning it would have been melted and you can take the quantity you want. So like I said, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like this video, comment. I would answer any questions you have. If you want me to make a video on how I make my yellow pap or white pap, I'll be glad to do that. All right, so there you have it, done with the packaging. Very beautiful. So in one bag I have 9 balls of ice cream scoop paps. Thank you for watching.